Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw Zooble from the amazing digital Circus. So first let's get started by drawing in our left eye. So over on the top left hand side we're going to draw in a nice big circle. For our right eye now, we're going to move further over towards the right hand side and we're going to draw an even smaller circle. On the top left-hand side of our eye, we're going to draw a line that comes straight across. And now moving further down towards our right eye, we'll replicate that. Underneath our right eye now, we're going to draw in a half circle, arching this line down and then up on the side. Let's move over towards the left-hand side now. Starting in the middle, we're going to spiral our line all the way around, curving this around and then up. We'll continue to extend this by coming behind, curving this around, back up. And now one last time, moving behind this, we're going to curve this around and then down. Let's draw on the rest of the head now. So on the right hand side, we're going to draw a diagonal line that comes up towards the top right hand side. Moving underneath our eye on the left hand side, now we're going to continue to extend this diagonal line out towards the left hand side. Starting at that point, we'll continue to bring this down and underneath. And then again, as we move underneath our eye, we're going to continue to bring this diagonal line across and over towards the right. Starting on the top now, we're going to bring a straight line directly down, connecting those. On the top left-hand side behind our eye now, we're going to draw a small diagonal line that arches up. And then moving down, we're going to draw an even smaller diagonal line, bringing that up towards the top. On both of these lines now, we're going to bring our line straight across and over towards the left. And then again, we're going to bring our diagonal line up and over towards the right-hand side. On the top, we're going to bring our line straight out towards the left-hand side. And again, we'll do the same thing on the bottom. And now from here at that point, let's bring this diagonal line up towards the top. And then starting at that point, we're going to bring that back down, connecting that. Over on the right-hand side now, we're going to draw two straight lines on either side that come up towards the top. Starting at the point now, we're going to bring our diagonal line out on either side. Starting on that point there, we're going to bring our diagonal line up and in towards the middle. And then again at that point, we're going to bring our diagonal line down and in towards the center. Starting in the middle, we're going to draw a straight line across. Let's move down and replicate that two more times, just leaving an even amount of space as we come down. Moving into the open space now, we're going to draw two diagonal lines that come in towards that point. As we come up on the right-hand side, we're going to draw two more diagonal lines, again leaving an even amount of space. And then flipping over towards the left-hand side, we'll replicate that one more time. Let's draw on the neck now. So in the middle on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line in, out, and then back down. And then over on the right-hand side, we'll replicate that again, ending that at the same height. Let's close this off with a curved line that arches around in the middle and then up on the right-hand side. And now moving further behind this, we're going to curve this all the way around and then back up on the right-hand side. Moving across on a diagonal now, we're going to draw in a sideways oval shape. And then stepping around that, we're going to draw in a circle. For the body, on the right-hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then in towards the middle. And then starting on the left-hand side again, we're going to arch this around and then in. Moving behind this, we're going to continue to curve this around and then up. On the right-hand side, we're going to draw in a half circle. And we'll do the same thing over on the left. Moving down on the left-hand side, we're going to draw another half circle. And now in the middle, we're going to draw a circle again. Let's draw in our left arm first. So on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then down. And then moving over towards the inside, we're going to arch this line back up and in. From here, we're going to curve this around from the top, bringing that in towards the bottom. And then moving further up again, we're going to curve this line across. Moving down for our hand, we're going to draw a curved line. In the center for the thumb, we're going to arch this line around and then in. Starting in the middle again, we're going to arch this line around, back up. We'll come across and replicate that again. And now again, one more time, we're just going to curve this all the way around and then back in towards our wrist. On the top for the wing now, in the corner, we're going to curve this line around and then down. Starting at that point, we're going to continue to curve this around and then in. Starting at that point again, we're going to curve that around and then up. Again, we're going to arch this down and then in. And now one last time, we're going to start at that point, curving that around and in towards the arm. Let's move over towards the right hand side now. So starting further down, we're going to arch this line around and then down. And then moving further up in our arm, we're going to curve this across, around, and then back in. Let's replicate that again. So coming further down, we're going to follow this line as we arch this all the way around and then down. And then one more time, we're going to continue to curve this all the way around, bringing that back in. On the side now, underneath, let's draw in a small circle. Now from here, we're going to draw a diagonal line that curves down on either side, ending that at the same height. And now from here, we're going to close this off with a small curved line. Moving further up, we're going to replicate that, arching this line across. For the claw now, on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And then we'll move over towards the right-hand side, replicating that. In the middle now, we're going to draw in a small arch line, arching that up towards the top. On the left-hand side, we're going to arch that in and then back down at that point. And we'll replicate the same thing on the right-hand side. Let's draw in our right leg first. So moving further down now, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And then moving over towards the left-hand side, we'll replicate that, arching that down towards the bottom. Starting on the right-hand side, now we're going to curve that line across and then down. And now let's connect this with a curved line from left to right. Moving further up again for the sole of the shoe, we'll replicate that. Starting in the corner now, we're going to arch this line across and then in. And then moving further up again, we'll replicate that one more time. For our left leg now, we're going to start with a wavy line. So we're going to bring this out, in, and then back out and in. And then moving over towards the inside, we're going to curve that out, in, and then back out. Let's close this off with an arch line from left to right. Moving further up, we'll replicate that again. Starting on the left-hand side, now we're going to arch this line all the way around and then across, bringing it up on the right-hand side. Moving over towards the left-hand side, we're going to arch this line around and then back down. Starting at that point, let's curve this up towards the top and then in. And now from here, we're going to start back on that line, continuing to extend this across and then back up and over towards the inside.
And that is it. That's how you draw Zooble from the amazing digital Circus. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.